I hope that it is not the result of the negative experience of using IPv6. Probably that is the problem of the device. I'm going to make a report IPv6 from hobby to business. I represent the register of UA domain. So the use of IPv6 in domain industry and the development of internet in the Ukraine. Let's look at some figures. The use of autonomous system providing IPv6 prefixes. We see a positive picture. In Norway, over half of AS use the IPv6 prefixes. In Holland is 47, Germany 36. The average at the European Union is 23%. As for the dynamic, the statistics are positive. The growth is becoming slow, and these countries have already entered the IPv6 epoch. Let's look at CIS countries. Well, the picture is slightly different. Kazakhstan is developing very quickly. The Russian Federation in the year 2012, IPv6 share had grown by 2%, and the Ukraine didn't show a huge growth. Let's look at the chart. So in the year 2012, the curve went up. In the year 2011, it went up, and then up to Enog meeting in Odessa. Then there is the decline. So probably that was that everybody has showed a presentation, and then they come down. It didn't work on this. But if we look at Russian Federation, so it is quite stable. So that was the use of IPv6. Let's look how the providers get blocks of IPv6. So the statistics are quite good. So only 34% doesn't have any IPv6. Now the big providers use and announce IPv6 blocks, but at the year 2013, the share of providers who are passive users of IPv6 is growing. To analyze the reasons why the year 2012 was so stable in the Ukraine, let's do it. First of all, in contrast to 2011, the Ukrainian exchange changed its behavior. In 2011, there was a lot of development and promotion, and in the year 2012, so was the solution of some administrative issues. Detail IX is finishing the testing of IPv6, and since the next month they're going to start industrial use of IPv6. Let's speak about the domain DNS. There are 6 name servers, and all of them have double addresses, IPv6 and IPv4. There are a lot of public domains in the Ukrainian domain, like .com.ua, .kiev.ua, and there is a demand on such public domains to have double IPv4 and IPv6 addresses, and we needed additional efforts to introduce IPv6. The registration of name servers with IPv6 became very easy and reliable. What about services at IPv6? Out of 250 most popular www services, only 14 have access by IPv6. So Yandex, a private bank, Rosetka, and some other resources do not have the IPv6. We also run analysis of using IPv6 for the websites in the UA domain. In 2012, the penetration was not over 1%. Here we can see the skyrocketing of these figures. So in April, 5%. So 5% of websites has a IPv6 address, and now it is 8%. We try to find out the reasons. Out of 8 nodes serving the UA domain, some servers covered various geographical areas, and we find out a server to which the request from the Ukraine come. So during the Easter holidays, there were more requests to this server, and probably Maxim Tuliev will tell you about this if we have time. Let's now come to the results. IPv6 started to function very quickly. The skyrocketing of traffic showcases that there are additional aspects which we should take into consideration, and there are some other reasons. We should not forget about the IP addresses in billing. The system of control of IP addresses should function. We should take into consideration the monitoring of attacks, and there should be not only technical but also contract and regulations introduction of IPv6, because now there is only IPv4 in contracts. Now we are working on this because this work is more time-consuming than technical introduction of IPv6. In the year 2011-2012, there were days of IPv6, which gave an opportunity to providers and to users to implement IPv6, because it was not very dangerous, because there was a support. But this year the world internet community does not run the IPv6 days, but I suppose that CIS should go on with such events, and Enog meetings can be a good technical and media support for IPv6. For example, the internet without IPv4, or the internet with IPv6. So maybe at the Enog6 in Kiev, we should carry out a kind of an experiment. So who is to come to Kiev? So maybe we will try to carry out such an experiment. Does anybody want? Does anybody want to come to Kiev and to try? It's fine. Fine that there are so many brave people. Okay, now I give the floor to Maxim.